The Channel Mom Show, celebrating you with Jenny Dean Schmidt.
If you're a busy mom, get someone else to send your personalized cards for much less than a store-bought card and stamp. It's that easy. Just click on Send Out Cards.
Now for my commentary. Are you ready, Chris?
Yes.
Here's a question. Are you in a rough patch, or have you just come out of one? Maybe you just know some difficult days are headed your way. Well, I used an example for a group of moms recently when I was given a talk to help them see the richness in the roughness. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you should smile through it all, or you should just have a better attitude, or that every cloud has a silver lining. I'm not going to do that this morning. But I am going to tell you something that might help you in all of those areas when you are in a bad place. There is a well-kept secret in Florida. It's all about orange trees. After a cold winter or storms or unexpected snow or below freezing temperatures or even hurricane force winds. Do you know what Floridians know, Christopher?
No. I know they have a lot of frosts and hurricanes. They have weird weather, but...
Yeah, well, listen to this. It's very interesting. It's a great metaphor. The harsher the winter, the colder the temperatures, the more storms, the sweeter the oranges. And I'll tell you, that is a fabulous metaphor as far as I am concerned. It works in gardens, too. I live at 9,000 feet, so you really are not safe to plant flowers until about June 21st.
You live in 9,000 feet?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I have your respect now. I jog at 9,000 feet. So do I really have your respect now?
So you come down to Denver and you're just breathing freely.
Yeah, exactly. I have so much oxygen in my blood. At any rate, you're really not safe to plant flowers until about June 21st, as I said. But I do it in May anyway. And probably early June, after I'd planted my flowers in May, a brutal hailstorm blew in, and it completely devastated my flower box. Flower heads were shredded, leaves were cut to bits. You really couldn't even recognize anything in that box as flowers. So I cried. And then I called a friend. And do you know what that friend told me? She said, "Oh, Jenny, you are going to have the most gorgeous flower garden that you have ever seen. Those flowers are going to have to dig their roots deeper into soil that is rich, and they will produce more flower buds than you've ever seen ever in your little garden." And she was absolutely right. And apparently the same thing happens to orange trees in Florida. They dig their roots deeper into the soil. They go for that richer soil. They get better grounded. They have more strength in their roots. And this really is a metaphor. Here's the lesson, if you haven't figured it out already. Rough, harsh trials in our life can force our roots to go deeper. And wherever you're at, what I would say is if they force your roots to go deeper into God, it can also force your roots deeper into relationship, into love, into commitment. And the deeper the roots, the better the fruit and more of it. Sometimes the fruit and the flowers are more abundant when those roots have to go deeper because of hard trials. So if you allow those hard trials to instinctively cause your roots to go deeper, you will bear sweeter and greater amounts of fruit. What do you think, Chris?
I mean, it's definitely true. Anytime, you go through, there's the other saying that when you go through tough times, you know who your real friends are.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of goes hand in hand a little bit, is that when stuff happens to you, when bad stuff happens to you, you immediately lean towards people who you need to lean on. And if they don't lean back towards you or help you out, then obviously you realize, okay, well, they're probably not as helpful, but it helps you dig those deeper roots into those people that you love already. So.
Yeah, and build strong relationship there. I can't think of The Joy of Failure, that book. My husband is a big fan of that book. That failure actually helps us progress and builds our character so much more than success. And so those trials are really just building you up. I'm just here to say that this morning.
I mean, you look back, personally at least, I look back at my toughest times as also my best times because they really helped me become hopefully a better person.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's when I look back onto how I became a lot of the attributes that I like about myself, I can trace it directly back to those events.
Yeah, absolutely. I've met myself as well.